Okay, so I'm lazy, I'm inconsistent, and I barely finish what I start. These are not excuses for why I haven't posted in all this while, but this is just who I am. And this is exactly what I want to change in my life. And I decided to make YouTube videos and put my life out there just to change these aspects about myself. To be fair to me, though, I'm a bit of a perfectionist as well, which doesn't really help because perfection and laziness is a deadly combination. I'll tell you why. See, you want to do something, but in order to do it perfectly, it'll take you a lot of time and a lot more thinking and a lot of effort. If you're a perfectionist, you will have to spend so much time and work to perfect whatever it is that you're doing. But that is where my laziness comes into play. My laziness says, oh God, it's going to take you such a long time. And you might be perfect, you might not be, and you might have to work extra on it to become perfect. So you might as well not do it right away. So I keep pushing it and procrastinating and pushing and procrastinating, and then I don't end up with anything and I'm not progressing, and then I feel like a piece of shit, and then I make a video that is half-assed. Okay, so it's okay. I mean, I'm just going to do it. Okay, I'm just going to. Please bear with me if my videos are not perfect. The only thing that I stayed consistent with, or I really put in the effort, I was not lazy, and I really finished what I started, in the sense that I met the goal. The only thing that I did that with in my life, in my entire life, was fitness. Last year, I posted a series of stories on Instagram declaring to the world that I've decided to lose the weight that I gained. I was 10 kgs more than I wanted to be, or I preferred to be, and I was losing it because my self-confidence took a hit, and I was constantly complaining and feeling bad about myself, but really not putting in the work and or not putting in the effort to change my life in any way. So the moment I put it out on Instagram for the world to see, I put my goals out there and said, listen, I am going to do this and I'm going to lose the weight, was when I actually started. Because when you put yourself out like that, there is a fear of getting publicly shamed. Not that a lot of people care about my life, but at least they'll be like, oh, see, she's a quitter. I didn't want to hear all of that. So in my mind, I made up this army of people calling me a quitter each time I felt lazy, or each time I didn't want to put so much effort into weight loss. So that really was a driving force, and I did lose the weight. I have become fitter, and because of the exercise, my mind is in a better space. Yeah, it was not the happiness that I thought will last. I mean, now that I have my perfect body, everything is okay, I don't have any problems in life, sort of situation is what I expected. But that did not happen. Weight is just one aspect. It's really not everything. Like, though it was everything that I ever wanted all my life, because I've been a fat kid all my life, it is not the end all for happiness. There is so much more to happiness than just getting that perfect body. Anyways, so I thought I'll do something similar to my weight loss goals with respect to my career goals, because clearly my career is non-existential. Yeah, I mean, I am really disappointed as to how all of this turned out. I did not expect this. I thought I will be like, by the time I'm 25, I'll have a house, I'll have a car, I'll have everything, and I'll be paying my bills, and I'll be doing the thing that I've always wanted to do. I'll be in the best job that makes me happy, satisfied every single day, is what I thought. And what I thought is not what happened. And that is really troubling me. So, you know what? I will try and stay consistent with YouTube, and as a consequence, I will try and stay consistent with all my career goals, and I want to keep updating my goals in a way. See, I don't want to put myself out there because I'm a little scared. I'm a little scared as to getting judgment. Though I think maybe it's a good thing only. I do require constructive criticism. But I will try to put myself out there as much as possible, and hopefully the process reach my goals. I have amazing things planned for you. I'm so excited. I have a few video series ideas. I have a lot of things to share with you, but my inconsistency and my fear, I don't know where the fear comes from, because see, I'm not really scared or anything as much as I'm lazy. But I think I've read somewhere that most fear, not all fear, but most fear is laziness. It is that inability to push yourself out of the comfort zone. So I think I like being in my comfort zone. It's actually beautiful in here, but the longer I stay in the comfort zone, I feel shittier about myself. I feel defeated. I don't like it also. So I like it, it's comfortable, but I don't like it also. So, I just have to do that day's work. So I do have a lot of exciting things. I have a lot of exciting ideas that might interest you. Today, I'm going to talk about something that all of us have in common. Not all of us, there's some people who don't have it, and I envy you. But most of us have this. I will tell you about it in a minute. I think throughout my vlogs, I will be talking about these demons. For my Telugu crowd, demons. Sorry, bad. That was bad. There is no separate Telugu crowd. All the people I know who are watching me are from Visakhapatnam, or are from, are people who know me and Telugu crowd. So yeah, Deyyalu. I'll talk about the Deyyalu, but not the Deyyalu in horror movies, but the ones that reside inside you. And the ones in the horror movies are not real, bro. The ones inside you are very much real, and they dictate your life. And I care a lot about emotional/mental well-being. For me, that is the most important thing. It doesn't matter how the world and the reality is, if the reality within you or your mind is not right. If that is not right, if something is disturbing you, no matter what is the environment that you're in, even if it's like the best, you're still going to be unhappy. You're still going to lead a sub-life. What is sub-life? Yeah, so sub-life, something that I just made up, is living beneath your potential. So today I will talk about underconfidence. I feel like it's nearly impossible to feel confident in today's world. And I'll tell you why I say that. But before that, I'm going to tell you the two groups that I've divided the causes of underconfidence into. I'm so scared. I'm so scared this tripod will fly off. Okay, sorry. So I have divided underconfidence into external causes and internal causes. So let us look deeply into these causes. I'm going to start with the external cause. Number one, social media. In a day, I come across 10 brilliant artists, 10 PhD holders, 10 really filthy rich people, and so many people doing the things that I want to do. And this 23-year-old girl, okay, dating Leonardo DiCaprio. I thought I couldn't date Leonardo DiCaprio because I was too young for him, alright? And this girl, she's 2 years younger to me and she's dating Leonardo DiCaprio. Come on, how the hell am I going to stay confident with that fact? So what I'm saying is, it's a harsh world, yo. It's not easy. What do you have to be confident about? Do you have Leonardo DiCaprio? No. Yeah, that's what I thought. Number two, the internet. So, you see all of these people on Instagram and you tell yourself that you are going to get all the skills that you have to make it big in life. So you go onto the internet to check out. So when I started off trying to learn about psychology because I was interested in neuropsychology, I had to hack through so many articles, so much dense material because so many people have wrote a lot of things about it, yo. So it was mad. I was getting overwhelmed, anxious, and I was convinced that I'm never going to master anything in my life, which is the truth, right? It is also the truth. So you just feel inadequate, that you don't have all the knowledge yet. I intentionally put some poetry in. That is going to be my new project. So what is the result of that? It is overwhelming amount of underconfidence. Now let us look at the internal causes. The first internal cause is comparison. We've all been told not to compare ourselves, and you know what? I tell myself a lot each time it happens not to compare myself. But you know, it doesn't happen that directly. It happens on a very subtle, subconscious level, right? Like you come across someone who's doing great in their lives, and to you it seems like they have it all together. Though not really, not everybody has it all together all the time, but to you it seems like they do. And you know, after a while you start feeling uneasy and you start feeling disappointed with yourself and you start really feeling low. And you'd be fooling yourself if you thought that the both events aren't related, that one caused the other. So I'm saying, be honest with yourself, address it, address when comparison is happening and when you're feeling a little envious, and use it as your wake-up call, because it was my wake-up call. If you think about it, you're not unhappy because somebody else is doing great. You are majorly unhappy because you are not doing as well as you'd like to. So it doesn't make you a horrible person, it just makes you human. When my wake-up call came, I just had to get back on track and do what I got to do. I just realized that if I was going to keep on comparing myself with everyone who's better than me, I'm just going to lead a very miserable life. My solution was to ignore everything that wasn't in your control or that wasn't in my control, ignoring it because I had no power over them and I could not change them. So these things are the way you look, your intelligence and creativity, people's opinions of you, your past and your future. These are the things that you have no control at the present moment, right? So once I ignored everything that wasn't in my control, and this is hard, right? It's very simple, but it's quite hard. Then you move on to actually working on things that are in your control. And the only thing that is in your control is, I'm not even gonna say it because I think you already know it. There was only one thing that was in my control, and that was me. The things in my control were my actions, the work that I put in, and the habits that I build. Training my mind was the only hope that I had. Reaching your potential is all you can do. And the minute you do this, something wonderful starts to happen. It's just amazing. You stop complaining, you stop sulking, and you start to feel like you can genuinely appreciate other people who are succeeding in their lives because you are working towards the goal and you are on a path, and other people reaching their goals is only an indication that you will too eventually, because you're putting in the work right now. And you become more empathetic, more loving, more supportive. You just become a better person by working on your goals. But instead, if you choose to take the opposite path, that is the path of focusing your energies on things that you can't control, like how unfair the world is, how some people just have it all, and how things are happening to you and you're constantly blaming, you get very resentful of everything, you hate everything, and you're constantly depressed. And you know what, it's a horrible place to be. It's a fucking dark place, and I was there, and I don't want to go back there because people take drastic measures in such a dark place. You cannot let underconfidence take the better of you. What underconfidence does is that it acts as a barrier between you and your possibilities. It's like a wall, it's like it pulls you back. It's like it's inertia. So even when I wanted to do something different with my life, I felt this strong pullback. And then I realized it was my underconfidence telling me that I was not good enough. And it's the underconfidence that does this thing where it exaggerates your flaws and your fears, and it says, don't go there, you will fail. So you can't let that happen, because that is not the truth. The truth is you, and you are capable of way, way, way more than you think. Also, I found it crucial to have self-love. I know it's a cliche, but because underconfidence is a daily battle, and it is a part of your own self telling you that you're not nice enough, that you're not good enough. It helps a great deal to love yourself, to admire yourself, to keep it track of all your achievements, even though they're minor. So self-love goes a long way when you're battling underconfidence. It takes away some power that underconfidence has on you, and tada, you are confident. No, just kidding. Unfortunately, like I said, uh, the solution is always simple and it's usually intuitive. You know, what you gotta be confident, but it's hard to implement. But I do hope that you understand underconfidence, or rather, how to fight it a little more than you did before. And I hope that you stay confident, because I believe that every human being has a potential that they're always working beneath. I don't think any human being is working at their potential or working beyond their potential. Everybody is just working beneath their potential. So you do have an opportunity to get better, and I just hope we both do. It's sort of like Vilay Tandavam. That's a beautiful bird. No, it won't be. I get distracted easily, sort of. So, where was I?